Uh, I can't sleep, so I decided I wanted to talk about sleeplessness and insomnia can be a side effect of heavy metal poisoning. Uh, so I wanted to talk about another aspect of my personality that these people don't find desirable. Uh, you see, the damage that was done to the my ACC, which is the courage part of your brain. Remember, I mentioned this. I was abducted by those guys with the stupid hats when I was a kid. They did a similar thing where they poisoned me with mercury and what I believe to be EDTA. And it goes to the courage circuit and it damages it. And you can't move through pressure. It's not like a lack of courage. It's literally you have a seizure when you have to move through pressure. It's such a weird thing to explain to somebody. Um, yeah, so after Danielle McGinnis and Uncle Ruckus, as I call that guy, that fucking piece of shit, got me with the mercury the second time. And with my AACC, they made the problem worse. Okay, but I want to talk about personality traits these guys didn't like, but they actually compounded by poisoning me with mercury. I don't do competition, and I've been thinking about this. I'm always Captain explaining things, but these videos are just as much for me as they are for anybody else that ends up watching them. Uh, because this is how I process things, is by talking it out with other people. And when there's nobody else, I got a camera. So, why don't I do competition? Pressure. I don't perform well under pressure. I never have. And when you're competing with somebody, you put yourself under a lot of pressure to win. You push yourself under a lot of pressure to compete. When I compete, I always take it with a grain of salt. I'm like, oh boy, we're running, we're racing, we're doing this or we're doing that. Okay, it's to me, it's not that important. You know. Um, and I've always been like that. I remember telling my idiot friend Taco one time, like I don't know why he got so psychotic about losing because I lost a lot at Halo Night. I'm one of the I was terrible at dude. These people poisoned me with heavy metals. I was stupid and terrible at everything. Okay, so I never really won that much to begin with, but I also never actually pushed myself to compete because I couldn't handle the pressure of competing. Uh, the other side of this is them screaming about confidence and self-efficacy. Well, self-efficacy requires your ability to move through pressure, which is something I don't have because these people destroyed my ACC. Once again, what these people did is the equivalent of cutting your legs off and then telling you to run when you don't have any legs. The logic makes no fucking sense. It's nothing smart about it. It's just unnaturally cruel and stupid. Now, my ability to take things as a joke was my ability to actually move through terrifying situations. Being able to break things down into a funny or non serious function. When things are serious, that involves a form of pressure. I cannot move through pressure. So, therefore, I cannot take things seriously. And this was the stupid shit with Blondie and the fucking hypnosis behind Papa John in the back room of Papa John's. Fucking that stupid son of a bitch. You need to learn how to move through the anxiety and pressure alone. I physically can't because you and a bunch of assholes when I was a kid destroyed my ACC and made that fucking impossible. You should have just let me keep my ability to take everything like a joke and take nothing fucking serious because the only thing you did was cause me irreversible fucking harm. Okay? Like, the lack of agency. Oh no, why is he so fucking terrified and fucked up? Because you interfered in something you didn't understand to begin with. And this was an actual conversation I had with that fucker Danielle McGinnis. This was an actual, I said, When I was in the special ed room, you gotta pay attention to why people do things the way they do them. You have to actually visually observe them and understand why they do the things they do. If you fail to do this, you might try to correct a problem that's actually a coping skill. My inability to deal with pressure, my need to take everything like a joke was a coping skill to deal with the fact that I can't move through pressure. Okay, I can't handle serious situations. When I was in the courtroom, and before the magistrate, I seized the fuck up, and then I started shaking, and then I took it like a joke. I took the entire court case like a joke, and that was my defense mechanism. That is what I did, so I didn't fucking have a goddamn seizure. Okay, and it is a seizure. It's not a overwhelming freeze response or PTSD. It might be PTSD. It could be related. But it is a fucking seizure that fucking happens. That's what was happening when I was doing the cold plunges and I was talking and I was describing it. Like all that shit. It's a fucking seizure. Okay. And this shit kills me because I literally explained to Blondie why you don't do exactly what he fucking did. And this is the fucking problem with these people. Blondie was like, you keep telling me not to do something and then I do it anyways. You have to stop me. I have to punch you? Or how about this? You get the fuck out of my life because you don't have self-control. All you're going to do is fuck up my life and then scream you're the victim in it because you have no self-control. You have no agency. Once again, I'm going to fuck up your life because I can't control myself. Like, I just, what the fuck? And it's the same shit with Stu. Like, I remember the blue-eyed guy was explaining to me that you need to be the regulated one, because Stu can't be. But then if you're regulated and he can't be regulated, he's going to get jealous and try to make you dysregulated, because he can't deal with the reality that he's the one that's fucked up in his head, and he doesn't function correctly. And I was like, then somebody should fucking tell him. Like, whatever, man. My point about this is my inability to move through pressure manifests in many ways, in many forms, across many boards. Everything from, I remember that thing I was talking about, the competition thing, they're throwing the sink, they're freaking out, and I'm like, why are you doing that? Like, I don't do that because I can't move through pressure. Okay? I don't go full retard, and I try not to take things seriously because I can't move through pressure. And it's a seizure thing. It's not a, you need to learn how to move through it thing. This is what stupidity looks like. This is what happens when you fail to understand somebody. You take something from them or you fuck them up in a way because you believe you know better. And this feeds into that shit, that Dove.Love comic where the stupid asshole thinks she can do something she simply can't do. And as a result, he ends up fucking her up and then getting everybody else fucking killed because he's too stupid to recognize he doesn't know what the fuck he's doing or understand what he hasn't made any effort to actually understand the thing in front of him. And this even feeds into my learning comprehension disorder where they're like, it's completely fake, it's made up, it's not real. And this is typical Christian shit. Okay, there's nothing wrong with you. I know that because there's nothing wrong with me. And then when you review their psychology, there's a fuck ton wrong with them. Okay, they're the furthest things from fucking normal or even functional you could possibly fucking be. This shit just, you get tired of it. You really do. Like, stupid people interfering in your life and then making decisions and then being like, you should have stopped me, you should have did something, you should have demonstrated some goddamn self-control and fucking listen when I told you not to do that. Okay, like the crazy shit that I have to act out violently to stop you people. You need to have an ass kicking, and I know from looking at your church members, they don't walk around with black eyes, they don't walk around with their teeth knocked out, and they don't talk with a lisp or busted lips. So I know for a fact that this shit that I have to act out violently is bullshit, because your stupid fucking church members don't walk around all fucked up all the time from having their shit kicked in. Okay? Seriously. Like, And even Danielle, you told me not to do it, so I did it anyways. So you don't have self-control. Hey, you guys want me to develop? Hear about you guys do this for Blondie. 1, teach him how to evaluate his own emotions. 2, teach him self-control. Punch him in the face repeatedly and tell him he's not allowed to get mad. How's that sound? Cut his dick off, throw it in the trash can, and tell him he didn't need it. Like, I just, whatever, man. You get, it pisses me off, but yeah. I was just trying to sleep and I suddenly remembered that, yeah, there's a bunch of things in my life that now make sense. Even, and if you think about it, my learning comprehension disorder could be directly linked to my inability to handle pressure, because when I was supposed to be filing pro se, I started fucking having the headaches and the fevers and shit I used to get in like elementary school, but they were way fucking worse. My responses were way fucking worse to it, okay? And yeah, I was like fucking staring at paper. Like, why? Because I can't move through pressure. I can't handle the pressure of doing it alone. And maybe that's another thing. Maybe that's why I can't do things alone, is I literally can't handle the pressure of doing it. And it's not my fault, because I'm not the retard that poisoned me with fucking mercury and then was like, use EDTA and put it in your ACC so you get even worse. When I say the best thing for any fucking bastard in this church to do is to get the fuck out of my life. All you people do is fucking harm me, and then are like, I'm teaching you a lesson, I'm giving you a chance to prove yourself, I'm giving you the opportunity, even the lack of courage, all that shit. It is my inability to move through pressure, and everybody on the fucking planet, it feels like, has a fucking problem with the fact that I'm mentally handicapped, and everybody wants to start a fucking fight about it. Thank you. This venting session. This is the thing that is wrong with me. It is what these people did to me when I was a child. And then it sent ripples and repercussions throughout my entire fucking life. Okay? My entire fucking life. And then everybody on the planet, it's like, I'm gonna work against him, I'm gonna fuck him up, I'm gonna do everything to turn this guy that just wanted to laugh and have fun and be a good person into a piece of shit, because I want him to take me serious, and he has a mental disorder that makes that impossible for him because he just seizes up. Like, fuck you, man. Fuck all of you. You see a happy person being happy, you're a member of this church, you go in the opposite fucking direction. You don't go near that fucking person. You don't deserve happiness if you're a member of this church. You should be fucking miserable every fucking day of your life, because all you do is go around fucking up other people and then screaming you're the victims in it. Once again, if I had it my way, I would order every last one of you to shoot yourselves in the fucking head, because you'd make the world a better place without you in it. Hopefully when climate change gets bad enough and we have to commit triage, we start with you people. Psychopathy from mercury poisoning you gave me. Whatever, man. Yeah. Hopeless.